So what is going on, people? Welcome to episode 66 of the FIFA 23 career mode here with Peterborough United. I hope you're well. And well, today it is the biggest tie of the series so far. Champions League quarter-final action against Real Madrid. If you are looking forward to this tie and indeed this episode, make sure you pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel. And well, yeah. It's a pretty tasty affair today, I think it's fair to say. So we start with the home leg against Real Madrid, and then we will sim the game against Southampton. We'll play the away leg at Real Madrid, play the game at home against Man City, and then sim the game against Wolves. In this episode, last time out, well, we progressed into the quarterfinals thanks to a 3-2 win at the San Siro against Inter. We then had a spectacular game in which we lost against Brentford. A massive comeback victory at the Etihad, and then we sim at the Emirates, sorry. And then in a sim game, we just about surpassed Bournemouth, all over the shop at the moment. So this is how the Premier League looks at the moment, although it will take us to the Champions League draw. That is the quarterfinal draw for the Champions League. In case you missed it, us against Real, Juve, PSG, Barca, Villarreal, and Leverkusen against Arsenal. But if we have a look at the Premier League table, we currently sit in second, 6 points adrift of United, a game in hand over Arsenal, who are 2 points behind. So yeah, really important that we beat City today to extend the gap to them, hopefully close the gap to United, who have to play, I believe they have to play Arsenal and City towards the end of the season, so we have to try and capitalise on any slip-ups. I think we have to play them as well towards the end of the season. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting race for the title. And well, as well, if you missed it in the last episode, our new marquee signing in centre midfield, Quinton Timber, picked up a bad injury. I think it was against Arsenal, out for 7 months. So his series is done. So what we've done, we've dropped Estrada into central midfield. Elias is now in the 10 and Marquinhos has come into the side. But yeah, that is how we're looking. Vidal now at 88 rated. We are looking very good at this moment in time. Are we looking good enough to beat Real Madrid? That is the question. And well, without any further ado, let's take on Madrid at Peterborough. Absolute madness. And well, as we begin this episode, Real Madrid, the visitors to Peterborough. This is how the absolute mammoths of Madrid line up. Maybe I've started a little bit too early in their rather nice light purple shirts, but yeah, there you can see Courtois in goal, and some Benzema still there, to be fair. Vanderson, Konsa taps over Vardio at the back, Calderon in the base of the midfield, Bellingham and Brea behind him, Lozano and Vinicius either side, Zaniolo. So Zaniolo playing in that false 9, Bellingham the captain for Madrid, and actually nice to see that that's kind of a real life move that happened. That's happened unassociated in the game. And they've got that Calderon guy sat in the base of midfield. Is actually someone that we looked at signing once upon a time, but instead opted for other options. But yeah, we've gone with our new look first team because of that injury to Timber. Oh, I thought that was going to thread through to Ghana there, but yeah. The fact that Real Madrid are playing at Peterborough is quite the madness. Just shows how far we've come in this series. And yeah, some of the superstars they have in their side, the likes of Vinicius, the likes of Bellingham, Barea in there as well. That's quite the central midfield partnership that they've got going on as they're moving the ball about very quickly there. And it's a good save from Galaxy to deny. Is that Zanio? No, it's Lozano. Tucked in. Ancelotti not looking too impressed, but then never does, even when his side scores. So he doesn't give much away, does the Italian. Although, oh my word, I didn't think Galaxy was going to recover in time. But it's a good start from Madrid. We haven't really grown into the game that much as Tanganga runs the ball out of the pitch under pressure from Vinicius, although he's done well to win it back there. And now, well, really good play, and Elias is in behind. Elias. Oh, good save from Courtois. I expected Elias to bury that. Oh, it's a great ball for Zaniolo, and, well, unleashes a powerful strike towards that top corner, but again we rely on Galaxy. He's been far too busy for my liking in this first half. Short corner goes in, and it's Nets who gets the ball away. And now Vidal, can he launch something with this counter? Can he use his pace to get away from Calderon? It looks like he can. Christian Vidal is away from his man, and he scores into the far corner. We take the lead against Madrid, and it's just won the goal that we are so known for in this series, the counter-attack, especially from the corner. And well, Christian Vidal's pace, it got him away from Calderon only just about. But from that, I wasn't even sure from there that that was going to find the back of the net. The form that Courtois has been in so far in this game. But Vidal fires it into the far corner, and against the run of play just before half-time, we take the lead against Madrid. Well, it's been tough, but I have to say that I don't think this team is as good as the Inter team that we beat in the previous round. I think that Inter team was definitely more stacked. So, although Madrid have played well, I feel like we can get a positive result given how well we played against Inter. Although saying that, they've just equalised. I need to shut up. I've been caught out far too many times in this series by doing that, talking down an opponent. Bellingham out wide to Vinicius. And well, oh, Zaniolo gets a little flick on it. Galaxy started to come, and I was worried for a second he was going to be caught in no man's land. Thankfully for us, Jankovic gets the header back straight into the area. Oh, it's fallen to Tapsoba. This initial shot blocked, but we force him away. Can we get near? Oh, Barella, what a strike. Oh, and we couldn't get a man near him, and Nicolo Barella, with the quality that he possesses, has just fired that one straight into the top corner. And Madrid have turned this game around. Good tackle from Nets, and Elias is going to find Garner, and Garner pushes past Tapsoba. Garner, he will squeeze the shot in just ahead of Thibaut Courtois, and the man who's single-handedly given us success really with the amount of goals and assists that he's provided throughout this series. But a lovely ball from Elias, pinpoint, really good power and speed to get brushed past Tapsoba. Just gets his shot away ahead of Courtois. Finds the far corner. And well, this topsy-turvy game swings again. We are level once again. Oh, Vinicius is going to get away from Tanganga hit. Cuts inside. Zabani needs to stick with him. Zalolo. Oh, and it's just... They're picking up spaces in the area that where they just move the ball about so quickly. I just can't pick up. Lozano it is with the goal this time, but they just move the defence one way and then the other. That's nowhere near Lozano, who again, like Barella's got the time and space and just rifles that one past Galaxy. Little ball in there. Garner. Oh, it's not the greatest of header from Joseph Garner, it must be said. It will fall to Vidal though. But not enough time to get another chance away, and that will be full time. And just like both games against Inter, the first tie against Real Madrid ends 3-2. Oh, if Elias could have buried that chance, could have been oh so different. But Madrid will take, and they deserve to win, look at those stats, will take a lead to the Bernabeu for the second leg. We have work to do. But first, the sim game in the Premier League, against Southampton. So for this sim game then, we are unchanged, but this is how Southampton will probably line up. Ruling in goal, a back four of Sanusi, Schurz, Saliba and Mikalenko. Arnold and Alvarez holding, Pardo on the right, Teller on the left and Ilic in behind Broja. Can we keep up the pressure on Man United is the question. We do just about. Well, Ilic grabs Southampton an early goal. Marquinhos equalises. Jankovic, Schurz sent off a minute later. Nemecha, still don't know whether that means a goal disallowed or a penalty missed. But he does get a goal with 10 minutes to go. And then Jankovic in the last 10 grabbing us a winner. Probably would have been a fair result if it was a draw. But a double from Jankovic sees us win and gives us a bit more confidence heading into that second leg coming up next against Madrid. Well, unchanged from the side that beat Southampton and the team that lost to Real Madrid. Looks like they have made a couple of changes to their side. Kaletakar comes in instead of Konsa. Plata in on the right instead of Lozano. Other than that, it's as you were for Madrid. Coming forward again. The option on the right hand side, Zabani though, is there. Oh my word. That's a naughty tackle. He could be in trouble here, Gvardiol. And he is as well. He's been sent off a straight red for Gvardiol. And now, well, Plata is the man who comes off. I'm not too sure who it is that's coming on. I like the old style Galactico kit writing on the kit for Madrid as well. Proper old school days they are. It'd be interesting to see who it is that's come off, but that will certainly help us. And Vidal has played in Ghana. Plata is off, and I was too busy looking at the substitution, but I didn't need to have full concentration in the end because we have found the back of the net. And Ghana in behind so often as he does finds the back of the net. Courtois can't keep this one out despite his stellar start to this first half. Ghana right across the goal in the corner. Well, looks like I'm keeping my calm. I believe in my players, and we knew that the chances were coming and the goal could be found. And well, is that red card going to see us through to the semi-finals? It's 1-0 to Peterborough on the night, 3-all on aggregate. But now the momentum swings in our favour with the man advantage. Who is it that came on? Can we see? Consa came on for Plata. Okay. And again, it looks like they could be going 5 at the back. They're making the exact same substitution that they did in the last one where Calderon came off and Tomiyasu came on. But it doesn't look like it actually. It looks like they're still going with the 4. And now there could be a man option. Ghana is there. And Joseph Ghana is all alone in the area. And you don't leave Joseph Ghana all alone in the penalty area. It's 2-0 at the Bernabeu to Peterborough. My word, the defence all over the shot there. Thought he was going to be offside, but Courtois, you could question the goalkeeping. He could be coming out to close down Ghana sooner there. But the first time effort from the Englishman on his left foot as he wheels away. Doesn't even look pleased. It's just like, this is just what I do. And we've turned this tie on its head. The man advantage, I no doubt having an effect. But sometimes you just need a slice of luck. Nothing stupid towards the end of this. Zabani away. Only as far as Tomiyasu. Vinicius has the strike. Oh, Galaxy can't hold it. And Nets, oh, robbed of the ball. But thankfully from Bellingham, it's too heavy and it will go out of play. And now we are the ones that are living dangerously. Come on. Come on, Jamo. Vidal into Ghana. Oh, the touch is poor. He does win it back though. Zabani is there. Gets a block on the initial cross. Tries something, but Zabani gets there. And Marquinhos will get this one away. And we're into added time. And if we just hold the ball, as Ghana was away there, I didn't even realise. But Elias has got the pace on Coletta Cut. We can get this one away. There's a ball in the middle. Ghana is there. Oh, well, he misses the target. But that is the full-time whistle. We are in the Champions League semi-finals. I said at the start of the game that the Bernabeu is the place for something special. And something special has happened. Yes, we are still playing on Ultimate. Don't drop that concern. Joseph Ghana is again the man who turns things round for us in this series. And we are in the Champions League semi-finals. We've knocked out Inter. We've knocked out Real Madrid. We deserve that win on the night as well. PSG, the team that make it through past Juve, only 1-0 in aggregate. Well, there we go. PSG, Barcelona, Arsenal and Peterborough, the teams in the Champions League semi-finals. Be interesting to see who we get. But the big games don't stop there. City at home next in the league. Well, this is the City lineup then for this big Premier League game. Edison in goal. Walker-Peters, Harwood, Bellis, Schlotterbeck and Cancelo at the back. Reina, Alcaraz and Lindstrom in the midfield. Palmer, Haaland and Foden up top for them. And Diaz, Grealish all on the bench. Not too much really for them to rely on. Certainly one of the weaker City defences that we've played against so far in this series. But then they did beat us in the last minute in earlier on this season after, I think it was a 3-2. But we've gotten the best of City previously in this series, so, and we are above them in the league as it stands. So hopefully we can continue our push towards the title. What was I saying? How did it literally happen against Madrid in the first leg? I need to stop commentating and more concentrating, but it's a great finish from Gio Reyna, to be fair, from that angle to find the side netting. Absolutely superb. Galaxy outstretched, no chance. And well, inside 5 minutes, we're behind against Man City. Oh my god. Bit of a frantic start to this game so far, it must be said. But there's a gap there for Foden, and he's in behind. And Ronnie Edwards is going to have to come across. And now Reyna is in behind, and it's 2-0. And our champions, our title dreams are sort of dwindling before our eyes, really. A very clinical counter-attack from Man City. But Edwards had to come across because Tanganga was never catching up with Phil Foden. It'd be nice if Nets would have come across to cover a bit more, but that's not one of his strong points. And yeah, we are 2-0 to, well, 2-0 down. I was going to say 2-0 to the good, but watching the wrong game, I think. Haaland. Oh, that's a lovely one too with Reyna. He could be in behind. He's just turned inside Ronnie Edwards. And I've fallen apart here. I don't know what to say. Haaland, finally one of his strikes comes off. But again, he's opted for placement just over power. But it's a lovely one too with Reyna. Zabani caught as to whether come or go. Edwards is turned inside out. It's 3-0. It's game over. Haaland. Lindstrom moving forward. Oh, it's Haaland. And that's an unbelievable finish. Maybe the Real Madrid game is just taking it out of me. I don't know, but City have just turned up here and are turning us over with ease. Hey! We've scored one on the counter. There's a nice, really well-worked goal, actually. It's Joseph Garner who scored. Don't really know what's going on there. But yeah, nice counter-attack. As you can see, Garner just all alone. Lovely ball from Nets. Chests it down. Drills it past Edison. I only really had that part of the goal to aim at because Schlotterbeck closed down really well. And I couldn't get the ball across goal. But thankfully, he's drilled it into the bottom corner. Not too much else to speak of, really. Haaland... Man City have only had one shot in the second half and he went blazing over the bar. So, yeah, that's kind of the first highlight of the second half. But we have a consolation. There goes the full-time whistle. Nothing else really happened after that. City were a bit suspect defensively, but I think the game was won. So they were just sort of enjoying themselves. We couldn't make anything of it anyway. So, but yeah, that's the sort of scoreline you'd expect against a side that have just been promoted to the Premier League against Man City. They've absolutely embarrassed us there. United win, so they extend their gap over us to 9 points. Might just be Champions League glory we're looking for this season then. And well, for the final game of the episode then, we take on Wolves in a sim game. We are unchanged. Garner's up to 93 rated now. But this is how Wolves look to line up. Henderson in goal. Back four of Guest, Sanderson, Zabeldia and Sanchez. Ugarte holding in the midfield with Perry and Templeman ahead of him. Saunders on the right for them. Neto on the left. Okafor leading the line. Hopefully we can keep Zachary Saunders quiet after his big money move, and we do. 2-1 win. Marquinhos at the double for us. Well, yeah, it kind of looks like we probably just about deserve the win. Saunders playing the full 90 by the looks of things. Don't know whether he got an assist, but we will take the win. Let's have a look together then at who we will be facing in the Champions League. But first, if we have a look at the Premier League, we still sit second. 9 points adrift of United. We do have them to play in the run up to the end of the season, but it's looking very unlikely now with just 5 games left to go. Chelsea 3 points behind. City 5 points behind us despite winnings against us, so they were quite far behind, but it looks like our Champions League position is pretty much secure. We've actually conceded a lot more goals. We've conceded the most out of anyone in the top 10. That's a bit bad, but we have by far scored the most, as we always tend to do. But yeah, so that is how the Premier League table looks then. Let's have a look, see who we face in the Champions League semi-final. Barcelona. So still 7 games of the season left. We're going to have to make a couple of more episodes out of it. Going to have to record another extra episode. How lucky are you guys? But needs must. We've already knocked out one Spanish giant in the Champions League this season. Can we knock out another? So that means PSG and Arsenal in the other semi-final. So I think what we do then, next episode, we have to have both ties, don't we? Leeds, Barca, Norwich and Barca again away in the second leg. And there you can see we have United. So there you go. Both legs of the Champions League semi-final coming up in the next episode, guys. I hope you're looking forward to it. I am properly buzzed for this. Oh, but we need a much improved performance against Barcelona than we had against City. But if you are looking forward to the end of this season and indeed the Champions League semi-finals, pop a like on there for me, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.